5.7K. Yes, we're shooting in 360 mode now.
And you have it aimed appropriately to catch all of us?
Nobody's got their face in the stitch line.
That works.
You see, there's one of the things that you have to think about when you're doing video with a 360 camera is where is the stitch line, okay? Because you've got two lenses and the camera is putting those together into a 360 degree view, and then you're taking out of it whatever part you want.
Which is pretty cool.
So you don't want the stitch line aimed directly at somebody, because while it's pretty good, it's not perfect. I mean, I can just put my hand in the stitch line and it starts looking like some kind of AI mess or something that doesn't know how to do hands. But anyway, what we have here, we've got 3 cans of fish. Let's see, here we've got Moroccan sardines in Harissa.
Which is a Moroccan spice mixing.
A Moroccan mix of spices and things.
You know what else we have today? We have a guest.
Ah, yes.
We have Mr. Jeremy. He's one of our neighbors, and he's joining us today. So we will get his input on all this good stuff. Ooh, it's very juicy.
It's very sardine-y smelling. I'm going to set this thing down to open it so that I don't get...
You don't want to wear it?
I don't want to... It's the juices are trying to escape out of the can. And very brightly colored.
Rich, orangey red.
That smells like a sardine factory.
Excuse me.
Got some peppers to it.
I'm coughing because I got a tickle in my throat, not because that made me cough.
I'm going to cut for a second right here because I'm going to go over there and open this thing up. I already got some on my finger and I don't want to get it anywhere else. And I'm going to get a bag to put the lid in so that it's not leaking everywhere.
All right, so got a strawberry bag. What about one of the bags over there? The Amazon bag. There we go, heater box. So once you've got that done, then I'll do the clappy thing again. Hello.
Let me get this thing opened. Because, man, they packed it full. And I have a habit of spilling things that are, like, packed full like this. Come on, a little tiny last piece hanging on. There we go.
There we go. All right, so
All right.
now. All right, the lid is off. It looks very juicy.
Mm-hmm. I can taste all the oils and as it's harissa, but I'm assuming that that's made with an olive oil. Let's see, tomato sauce, chili, salt. No, wait a minute. There's no sardines, tomato sauce, chili, and salt. Contains fish. Well, I certainly hope so.
If I buy a can of fish, I'm gonna be not too pleased if it has 0 fish.
That was my plan, was for it to contain fish. But that looks like oil. Does that not look like oil in there?
It really does look like oil.
I think they just forgot to mention the oil. Now I'm going to try not to make a mess of myself here.
All right, do you want to try some straight up or on a cracker?
Try it out.
All right.
Definitely sardines.
All right, so let's get a cracker ready for... well, how about a whole cracker for Jeremy? There. We don't want to rip him off.
Here, you want to put that over there by you? I already got some on my leg, but I didn't get it on my kilt. Now you got to be quick because that oil will go through the holes in the cracker.
There you go. All yours.
It's I'm really not tasting anything terribly unusual from the harissa. The sardine flavor, the fish flavor is definitely coming through. It's there.
As I'm trying to get some for myself onto a cracker.
Yeah, the tomato. I
Yeah,
taste the tomato
tomato, fish.
and some herbs.
In we go.
Chili.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's some kind of chili.
It's not spicy.
A Moroccan, Middle Eastern. No, it's not hot at all.
I'm picking up the chili.
You see what I have to go through?
Yeah, chili.
No heat at all. Here, try it.
Chili.
And she.
I tasted the fish before I even got it in my mouth.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
very,
fish is.
very aromatic. It's a strong fish, but not an unpleasant fish.
No, it's not a fishy fish. It's a tasty fish.
Alright. Since I've now licked this, we'll have to use your fork for yours next time, because I don't want to be uncouth. There you go. Do you want some more?
Sure, why not?
And I put it on normal
There we go.
saltines because I just can't tolerate the idea of eating a sardine without
A cracker.
crackers. But I don't want like some kind of fancy cracker that's going to add
That's
a
got a
different flavor
flavor
to it.
that's going to change the flavor. Well, it's hard to get that off with a fork, but there you go. And one fork for you. Yeah, I taste the chili. I still taste the chili.
King Oscar cans some good fish. They're mid-level on pricing. They're not super high, but they're not the cheap stuff. But King Oscar is a product of someplace in the North Pacific, Norway or Sweden or... Well, this says it's a
Poland.
product of Poland.
Poland.
But the King Oscar company is in Sweden or Denmark or someplace like. He's an actual king
Isn't Poland
of a country.
Isn't Poland landlocked? I'm not that
trying
familiar
to
with my
picture it.
European
I don't know.
geography, but I thought Poland was landlocked and not one of the countries with ocean access.
But when it says King Oscar, it says by
Special royal permission.
yes. The king. They're actually. It's not just like somebody they made up. There's actually a King Oscar, and he liked good quality canned fish.
Oh, careful with that one. It's also
Oh, it's-
really full.
It's very full.
And it doesn't require a key.
Well,
Although,
that's got good flavor, especially if you like chili, but you don't like the hotness.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a very
yeah.
tastes
The-
more like the chili than the heat. Got
It's a real
flavor.
flavorful chili. Ah, I got it off without making a mess.
That looks good. Look at
I
that.
see
I
green olives.
I see green olives. I see what's probably pimentos. I see herbs.
It looks like a black olive
That's a
over
black
here
olive.
too. Black olive. Let me get some of these olives up here, and we'll get a shot of this thing. This is King Oscar Mediterranean style
mackerel.
mackerel. And
Isn't that good?
yeah,
It
Yeah, I'm
actually.
just
I'm-
curious how they got a black olive with a green olive in there.
Well,
it doesn't
they-
have a real strong scent to it. I was expecting a stronger
No,
scent.
it's a pretty mild fish smell. I don't know, you want to smell?
Yeah, it doesn't smell fishy.
People badmouth mackerel. I love the stuff. If I'm in a sushi restaurant and they have raw mackerel, I'm all over it because it tastes like fish.
My cat Vermin liked it so much we called it Lips Mackerel. She would be sharing a can of mackerel with you pretty much every day.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
right.
gonna put that on a
Straight up or on
cracker.
cracker?
We'll do a cracker.
Yeah, grab the can.
There we go. Grab your fork.
So it's Mediterranean style, so that's going to be
There's
olive
some
oil, of course.
Fish. So there's some fish. Let's give you an olive. Unless you don't like olives.
I'll eat anything.
Anything that won't eat you, right?
I even ate some crickets the other night.
I'll try it at least once.
Or
I know
grasshoppers. I don't know which one it was. Chupalinas.
Chapulines.
Chapalinas.
Chapulines.
Chupalinas probably...
I don't know what that is.
That's saying something bad about somebody, probably.
But chapulines are crickets.
Okay.
And they're yummy.
They were alright. But not something I'm going to go out of my way to get again.
I enjoyed them.
She enjoyed them.
I had them 2 days in a row for lunch at work, which got quite the rise out of everybody in the lunchroom. You're eating bugs? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I'm making a mess. Okay, well, I'll hold it over this because I'm making a mess. Alright.
I like that.
Mmm.
I have yet to try a King Oscar product that I didn't like.
It's light. It's clean. I can taste basil. Maybe a little tomato, but not much. Mostly basil.
Give me some of that with an olive on there.
A hint of thyme.
Oh, yeah, it's spiced up beautifully.
Yeah, the seasonings are great. There you go.
I just get olive oil. Whatever oil they packed it in.
Here, let's give you one and we'll drain off some of the oil. Well, actually, let me use your fork and I'll grab from a different spot since I'm like, wait, nope, that's my fork I ate out of. So just straight up fish. There you go. There. Fish.
Okay. I got one here.
That's pretty good.
Now this is something unusual that I've never tried before. Seasoned Saury. S-A-U-R-Y is a type of fish. You're going to get some of that on your dress there.
I missed the dress.
Very oily, but the oil is delicious. King Oscar, you hit it out of the park one more time. I like that guy. And I don't think he was the king of Poland. I'm not sure.
I doubt it.
I'm thinking it was one of the Nordic countries. I just can't remember which one.
I can find out.
Because
While you're looking at that, I'll look up King Oscar.
it says on here, Yaki Sana Daikono Rushi Seasoned Saury. It has Pacific Saury, grated radish, some sort of garlic.
Okay.
No, sugar.
Oscar was the king of Sweden from 1872 until his death in 1907, and he was also the king of Norway
How do you work that?
from 1872 to 1905. So he was king of 2 different countries.
That's unusual.
Today's tidbit brought to you by King Oscar Sardines by special dispensation of the king.
Sugar, soy protein, this is really small. Fermented here, see if
I got
you can.
my reading glasses
She's
on.
got her
Grace.
glasses on.
Fermented seasoning. There's probably like a miso. Salt, yuzu peel, so yuzu is a citrus fruit. MSG, vitamin C. Contains saury, which is fish. I would hope so.
It better.
Wheat and soybean, so it's in a soybean oil. All right.
What kind of oil?
Soybean.
Okay.
Soybean oil. And I don't see what country it actually comes from.
The only thing
I don't
is
know.
in English are the sticker on the back that's probably required to
Yeah.
be able to send it here. It's not printed on the can like
Well,
everything else is.
Yaki sana daikonorushi sounds Japanese to me.
It does, yeah. I
I
you
think
see the
not as sure about the writing.
back of the can is all in an Asian language, and then has that little sticker with our nutrition facts that are required.
I think that one might be Japanese. Not positive.
Okay, so now I get to work on opening up this bad boy. Wait a minute.
I do miss the era of the keys, though. And you always save an extra key in case your key gets lost
We're broken.
or broken, because then you're using pliers.
Needle nose is best.
Yeah. All right.
It looks an awful lot like a sardine,
Yeah, it looks like sardine and some type of
but
And
I
the
looked up the Saury, and it is.
chicken broth or something.
the sauce looks more like a broth than oil.
It's got. You can see the little droplets of oil suspended in.
Yeah, there's oil in it, but that looks more like a sauce.
Well, I'm just gonna get crazy with this right here. Ooh, that's good. That's tasty. Gotta get me some Saury.
So again,
It
cracker? or-
doesn't.
Yeah, we'll try it.
It doesn't look like sardine.
It looks like
It's-
a rich. It's got like a red fish.
It's red.
Oh, here we go. We'll give you that one. There you go. Ready to
That
go.
the meat does not look sardine-y.
Not even close.
So I'm sure it's going to have some sort of different flavor.
This is not a fish I've ever had.
Yeah, there's something sweet in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you can definitely tell the added sugar is in there.
Yeah, 'cause there's like you get like a sweetness to it. And it's not fishy at all.
That's tasty.
It complements the fish, that sweetness.
I like that.
That's good.
Kind of weird how it has that sweet flavor to it.
I'm not picking up the daikon. So if there is daikon radish in there, it's not very much.
And it's very finely shredded, because I can't see any pieces.
Yeah. No, I'm mostly just seeing... Mostly the
It's-
fillets are intact until we attack them with a fork.
Yeah. It's, like I say, the fish externally looks a lot like a sardine, but internally does not look like a sardine, and it doesn't have that sardine flavor.
Yeah,
No.
it's milder. Milder.
And the sauce is just delicious. I'll put links to all of these in the what do you call those things?
Comments. Or underneath.
Description.
There we go.
Yes. I'll put links in the description.
Oh, so which one did you like best, Jeremy?
The first and the last one are pretty good.
Not as wild about the mackerel, huh? King Oscars?
Yeah. This one's just different. It's got that sweet flavor to it.
Grab some more.
It's got that sweet end flavor to it.
I would say I prefer them in the reverse order that we tried them. This one here is my favorite. Sweet fish. It doesn't sound right, but definitely works.
It works.
Yeah.
And the mackerel from my good friend the King, that was very tasty. The sardines in Harissa weren't very far off from just ordinary sardines that you get in the grocery store
They had a lot
for a
of
lot less money.
They had a lot of flavor in that sauce.
They
The
did.
sauce was a little warmer than I might like, but it was good.
Yeah, you
Of
won't
course.
see her eating the sardines in Louisiana hot sauce or the ones with the green chili peppers in them
Nope.
or any of that.
Mustard. I'll eat mustard versions.
Mustard. Yeah, I grew up on the mustard and tomato sauce. I mean, I grew up on eating, because I mean, starting when I was early teens, I was out on my own. I guess you would call me from the streets, although I wasn't
You were a
out getting in trouble and stuff. I was out.
latchkey kid.
No,
No?
because my mom was at home.
Okay.
I just never went there. I was on my bicycle, go to school, go to Irwindale Raceway for work, go to Ontario Motor Speedway for the weekend if there was an event going on there, all on my bicycle. Until my right leg got crushed.
That
And then
puts a hitch in your get along.
it slowed me down for a while, but I still had plaster on my leg when I was back on that bicycle traveling again. I set up a system of straps on the side of the bicycle so I could carry my crutches with me. I ride my 10-speed Schwinn Varsity.
Yeah, your surgeon wasn't impressed to you when you showed up with another broken bone while you were in a cast.
Yeah, well, such is life. And then when I showed up at the doctor's office, hopping because I didn't have my crutches with me, and I hopped over to the receptionist desk, and the girl there, they knew me. I had a weekly, I think it was every Wednesday afternoon I was in there. And she said, "It's not Wednesday." I said, "No, I got a little,
Problem?
you might say, problem here." And she looked, I smashed the cast. I was in on the origins of BMX, bicycle motocross. We didn't have a dirt track to ride on handy, so we were racing in the halls of the nearby elementary school. And we were coming down, I still had plaster on my leg, but there I was mid-pack, and we're coming around into this left-hand first turn, and somebody knocked me out to the side, and I slammed into a brick wall with my leg
Broken leg.
in the cast, and broke the cast all to pieces, and rode my bike to the doctor's office and said, "I need this plaster either repaired or replaced, one or the other."
I'm sure you pretty much realized that you were like an orthopedist's nightmare.
They made a lot of money off of me.
This is true.
It was my insurance company that wasn't impressed.
They bought a brand new boat just thanks to you.
Yeah. Well, I always used to I'd introduce it. "This is Dr. Osborne. I bought him a new Mercedes." And that was just last year. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. But, yeah. So, I don't know how we got
We
to
got
that from where we were
distracted
at,
somehow,
but
but
those were some very good cans of fish, and I'm giving all of them 2 thumbs up.
yeah, those were good.
But the Saury was my favorite, then the mackerel, then the sardines.
I think I would rate them Oscar's mackerel first. I liked the spices a lot in that.
The olives added a lot of flavor.
The olives added a lot of flavor. I like the first one, even though it's hot, like in terms of straight up fish
It's
flavor.
very tasty.
I really liked it. The Saury I would eat, but I would rank it last. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't my favorite in terms of the taste of the fish. I would eat that fish. Yeah. How about you?
Well, I would eat the fish, definitely. But the sweet contents of the juice. It's just different.
So you like the Saury the best? This one.
I like the first one too because it's got a chili flavor, but it's not hot.
Yeah, it had a ton of flavor to it.
Well, I knew that Harissa was a chili-based flavoring,
Moroccan seasoning blend. Yeah.
but
But like this one,
It's not very
by
hot.
looking at it, it looks like you're going to eat a sardine, but it doesn't taste like a sardine, and then you get that sweetness to the juice. It's just different.
yeah, the way they pack some of these different fishes in different parts of the world is really interesting. And if you want to get some interesting different kinds of fish, I don't know about all of the Walmart supercenters, but the one in Tehachapi that I've gone to a few times recently has a variety of different fishes. Well, you had those ones that you were taking for lunch.
Yeah, I took one can for lunch. It was like a lemon something or other. I don't know if it was a sardine. I'm not sure, but it was good.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of flavoring things with lemon, so I'm like, here, take this one and
Yeah,
give it a try.
It was very, very good. It made a super
But they're,
lunch.
you know, like $4.50, maybe $5 a can, which I'm used to paying 88 cents for the cheapies with the tomato sauce and the mustard sauce. But now those are $1.50.
But if you look at the fact that, at least for me, that can by itself is a full meal,
Right.
Better
that's cheap.
than eating a can of tuna.
That's cheaper. Well, I've eaten a can of tuna for lunch before too.
Yeah. Whatever you got.
I love canned tuna.
Oh, canned tuna. I like to make a tuna salad out of it and make a sandwich or eat it with crackers, but canned tuna straight up.
I'll eat it straight up.
But what irritates me, you go in the grocery store now, and here's the tuna section, the canned tuna section, and there's 82 different kinds packed in water and one down in the bottom corner packed in oil like it's supposed to be.
He has a preference.
You like oil packed?
He likes oil-packed tuna.
Oil tastes better. It has more. I mean, I've seen sardines packed in water. And it's like we're eating this kind of stuff here, and people are eating sardines packed in water.
The Saury is in a water-based broth. There's some oil
It's
in there.
water-based, but
but
these sardines packed in water are packed in water.
yeah,
No seasoning, no flavor.
I mean
I can't imagine it.
we're predisposed to like fat anyhow from a evolutionary standpoint because it has a lot of energy bang for the buck. So yeah, we like sweet and we like high fat things because if you're a hunter gatherer, you want the calories. Every
Well, see,
calorie is important to your survival. So
I
yeah,
like-
you're gonna like that stuff.
I like my water without any fish in it.
Well, yeah.
I drink the heck out of water, but I don't want any fish in it.
Yeah, nobody wants to drink fish water.
I'd rather not. I've
Right.
smelled a fish tank. Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah, the guys that I used to work with in a machine shop when I was younger, Charlie. Never forget that old guy. He reminded me of the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. But he was always drinking beer and whiskey and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard stories.
Mm-hmm.
Fish do everything in water. But that's not the water we're drinking. At least not without cleaning it up a little, I hope.
I certainly hope so.
I don't know, some of the city waters that I've tasted here and there, I wonder.
Oh, Visalia water. Blech.
But anyway,
Yeah, Bakersfield isn't too great either.
Bakersfield isn't great. Visalia is undrinkable.
we're going to go ahead and
it
say
smells
that
like
these
eggs.
cans of fish were
Oh
Good.
yeah. Yep. I'm liking all the
links in the
cans.
description. Y'all have fun now.